Of other relevance, last session, when you guys were at Directory Station, you all agreed that we'd give Oogy some screen time to do the things that he was going to do on Directory Station. So, Tulare, how do you want to open this up?
All right. So between sessions, Dexter and I worked out the main beats of some scenarios, and then he gave me permission to go ahead and write up the actual text of it. So he and I are going to have a little bit of a back and forth here. Oogie has some pent up energy and frustration upon arrival for more than 2 weeks, and he's still got a chip on his shoulder against the fella he used to be. Uh, he's had this kind of growing resentment that he's been dealing with. On the flight over, he's been studying bro culture, and when we landed and learned that there's also a shogunate delegation present aboard the station, he hatched a crazy plan.
Oh boy.
He seeks out the station's off-worlder liaison, plants his hand on their desk, and announces, "On behalf of Raza and all the fine folks of Kamiego, I, Oogy Tromar, challenge you to a contest. A friendly like brawl in the name of cultural exchange." He grins and winks and then adds, "If you agree, I bet I can get somebody from the Shogunate to participate too." When the liaison stands, Oogie's grin fades as he eyes up the 6'5" colossus. But he's in too far. He knows he can't back down now. Oogie Tromar Uncamiego, the liaison replies. "I, Trux Brixton in Un, accept your challenge. You're a bold off-worlder, but you'll soon learn that you're no bro. We will make the arrangements for this cultural exchange." And then Dexter, you said you wanted to set up the scene.
Yeah. So there's there's no, great fanfare. There's no arena or anything set aside. There's just a couple of bro come into the central hub of Directory Station and get people out of the way. They just clear a space in the center of the floor, um, and apparently, word has already been sent to the Shogunate delegate, unless that was something that you wanted Oogie to present.
No, you're
Okay.
good.
Word has already been sent to the Shogunate delegate, and offer extended, and you see another colossus of a man, although colossus of a normal-sized human. He is over 6 feet tall. He is built. He is stacked, but he's not quite bro size.
He's not really bro tier.
He's he is a very large man for where he came from, and he is introduced as oh
Shinshido Kang.
yes, Shishido Kang. Thank you.
Much better name than uh-oh.
It is a much better name than and he declares as the bro are starting to settle around, and onlookers are gathering around as well to look on, that he represents the United Imperial Shogunate of the Emperor's ship Shilong, and will fight in this tournament to proudly display Shinobu martial prowess. Belts out, "Who is my challenger?" Tulare, take it away.
Oogie steps forward once again, looking at somebody much taller than he is, but still still got some swagger in him. He's not shaken yet. He goes, "It's me, Oogy Trumar of Camiego. I set this thing up in the spirit of friendly competition."
Competition you will get.
All right, and then you ready for me to narrate the actual events of the fight?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so Oogie has brought with him 3 small trophies from his stash of trade goods that he hopes will be interesting pickings if he loses here, knowing that the bro culture allows the winner to claim a trophy. A small bottle of leaf-infused cooking oil, a plundered Trin religious icon, and a quality Camiego survival kit. He displays them neatly atop his chair, removes his jacket and his hat in preparation for his bouts. Oogie and Shishodo Kang are up first. They approach the center of the floor. Kang's step is measured and poised, a professional fighter, while Oogie just kind of swaggers out. Kang bows in respect to his opponent, and Oogie almost fails to return the gesture, having had less time to familiarize himself with the shogunate's customs. A cross look from the stern warrior reminds him of his manners, and he bows in return. Oogie is quickly on the attack, but it seems that Kang has already sized him up. He doesn't seem worried as the wiry Kamiego scrapper jabs at him. Oogie lands a few blows, but Kang effortlessly retaliates. To the untrained eye, it might look like this is almost a fair fight, but Kang is really just letting Oogie tire himself out while he defends efficiently. As Oogie starts to slow, Kang brings the fight to its inevitable conclusion. One sloppy punch from Oogie is all it takes for Kang to grapple his arm and lock it into a position where it's evident that he could shatter Oogie's elbow. Oogie struggles for a moment until Kang applies some pressure and Oogie realizes his peril. He winces and cries out, "I yield!" After their bout, Kang examines Oogie's assortment of trinkets and he scowls with distaste at the pillaged Trin artifact, then declines the privilege of claiming any of them.
Hmm?
Any commentary before I move on to the fight with Trucks?
Kang, after scowling in distaste at the trophies arrayed before him, does bow to Oogie as an opponent, as a noble opponent, at least for his grit and courage, and returns to the side of a woman that I initially displayed over there, but a woman that those in the know would recognize as the new emperor's right hand. This delegation was not just the Shinobins sending somebody over to trade. This was clearly a very personal and very important delegation for the Emperor to have sent her with these sharply dressed, clearly trained from birth warriors.
Well, it's quite the contrast then to Oogie, who's basically out there in gym shorts and a tank top. So in any case, as the Shinobin delegation retires to the side, and Oogie has just a couple of minutes to rest before the second fight, uh, then Oogie and Trucks Brixton, the liaison, enter the ring of battle. As they approach one another, Trucks' expression is mocking. "Always fun to trade blows," they remark, but maybe not with you. Does Big Oogie think he's better than Little Trucks? Oogie, who's still a little bit winded from his last fight, is happy to banter as long as Trucks wants to. "Little Trucks? I'd have never guessed. No, I just heard y'all like a good scuffle, so I reckoned I'd oblige." He bounces on his toes. This elicits a broad, mirthless grin from Trucks. If you can actually provide a good scuffle, let's do this then. The two raise their fists, and as they circle, it's clear that Oogy is the nimbler of the pair. Still, it's hard to see how the lean little brawler is going to beat the hulking Trucks. They may be little for one of the bro, but they still stand head and shoulders over Oogy. For a few feints, Oogy manages to avoid Trucks and then ducks in and lands an audible body blow. The kind of haymaker that could crack an hombre's ribs back on Kamiego. Trucks actually flinches and takes a step backward in surprise. Big Oogy's got a right hook, they acknowledge. Sadly for Oogy, the smarting blow merely galvanizes Trucks. They channel their annoyance, their resentment at their crappy assignment, their contempt for this little brawler into a determined assault. Oogy's on the defense now, and the fatigue of dodging and blocking begins to show. It's only a matter of time before Trux's fist connects with Oogy's face, and the little fighter goes down in a heap. It takes him a minute or two to regain his feet, and when he shows his possessions to Trux, he is incredibly dismayed, as Trux claims neither the leaf-infused oil, the religious icon, nor the survival kit. Trux claims Oogy's hat, and he's sulking when he rejoins the crew.
I'll be honest, I forgot that Oogy was I guess not martial arts, I guess, but unarmed combatant.
Yeah, he's not too shabby.
Yeah, good. I forgot that was even a thing.
Yeah.
And that's why I did this instead of the more of the same.
A reminder, if you will.
After Oogy has retired, Shishido Kang reapproaches the circle, the center of the circle. Trux hasn't moved. He is still trading some laughter and a little bit of ribbing about what Oogy looked like as he fell into a heap. It's not malicious. There's a little bit of respect in there, but it's still kind of mean. Kang moves to the circle across from Trux, bows, and takes a prepared stance, all while Trux is still just trading words with other bro and even a couple of the onlookers, the normal humans from the corporations that are looking to do business. But Trux quickly straightens up, gets the hint that Kang is ready to fight, and swings. Kang puts up a considerable show. He puts up an admirable performance, and has Trux pushing back. Now, I did decide that I was going to leave this to random based on the description of the previous fight between Trux and Oogy. Just kind of take some cues and keys from that to gauge Trux's level of skill in comparison to Kang. And I believe that Kang actually has the edge on this. So, I'm going to give him a 2d6 plus 1 versus 7. Wow. Very, very much. What I meant was to beat 7, to actually exceed 7.
Yeah. Oh, so you're saying just?
Yes, exactly reaches it. So this is a fight that goes on longer than it should. Those who are familiar with actual fights, Oogy, the bro, the shinobu, and others who have either been soldiers or in cage matches, well, not cage matches, street fights. People who are familiar with real fighting and not media, fictional, televised fighting, know that this is an incredibly long fight. They've been trading and dodging for over a minute now. They're both tired. This isn't just an exhibition. This is practically a fight to the death. The stakes aren't actually death, but that's what they appear to be trading. Um, and in one moment, Trucks, who is a brawler, is not super highly trained, but he is also bro, so it's not like he hasn't had street training or any other life experience training through this. It still is not a technical fighter like Kang. And Kang is able to, since there's no rules here, Kang is able to put a lot of Trucks' weight against him, and in one quick move, crumples Trucks so that his head comes crashing down on the steel, hard metal floor of the station. Wasn't a blow from Kang, wasn't a kick or an elbow, it was the floor. Trucks tries to stand up and fumbles and sits back down and realizes that he is seeing stars and that he might actually need medical attention. Kang also needs medical attention. There's certainly something broken somewhere. You don't take a
There
blow
wasn't.
from the bro and another blow without something breaking.
At least there wasn't a stool on the ground.
Now,
Oogie, watching this display of combat, uh, leans over and mutters to whomever is closest to him, "Holy moly! I I didn't mean for it to get this serious. You see how they're wailing on each other? That's gonna leave more than a bruise."
okay, and Tulare, got a quick question out there for you. As his trophy, Kang takes that hat. And he limps over to Oogy. He bows to Trucks, limps over to Oogy, and bows to him again. If you are ever in the shogunate, find me, and you can retrieve your hat.
Oogie's eyes widen in surprise, and he bows in return, and recalling something about a deep bow being more respectful. He bows as low as he can go, given that he's just suffered quite a savage beating.
Kang bows respectfully, but does not go as deep. Kang is at this stage showing that he knows his own position in Shinoban society compared to Oogy. And
I'll be sure to look you up and see about getting my hat back, Mr. Kang.
he returns to his delegation. Do you have any closing remarks there, Tulare?
Only that Oogie is also going to need some medical attention. He didn't take nearly as many blows, but he did get punched in the face.
Yeah, that was one of the tricks that Kang learned, is not get punched in the face. All
So
right.
Oogie, hey, whenever we arrive at the next destination, Oogie's going to have a hell of a shiner.
Sunny disapproves of the entire ordeal, by the way. She lets Oogy know that it was foolish and reckless while she's tending him, while he's captive to her, administrations.
Yeah, you should know what Marcus did and just beat them in a hot sauce contest.
Oogie winces as she's applying treatment to his battered and bruised face. Well, the bro are a wild and reckless people, so I figured I would do something that make them sit up and take notice.
Were you trying to get your face noticed?
Well, I mean, yeah, they'll remember me. And they'll remember Raza. Mission accomplished.
She just scoffs. All right. Thank you for that, Tulare.
You're welcome. Thank you for the opportunity. That was a delight.
Absolutely.